soon as it says that I'm live, and I check the volume, all the usual stuff. And then we go. There we go. Sometimes it's not the best at getting live right away. Alright, I can hear you. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 134 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Yay, let's go do some more story. I also kind of need to work on some astrologian stuff. Ah, hero, excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. Convenient. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Sure, that works for me. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. Moving out, keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Sure. Continue, Morin. Looks like you got more guests. Of course, the more the merrier. If you'd care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Vrantic history, one would note the comparatively frequent occurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tothwil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodford of Sullard, the fabled Dron and Galgent duo of Vobert, and no list of Vrantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ranka. In older texts, she too was called a Warrior of Light. It surprised me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero. My name. In the wake of the flood, however, Light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier. Hey, how's it going, Plex? I'll do 7 days later. And thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. I gotta get this story pushed. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. It's been thickening. Any thicker it'd be solid. As you know, the title Warrior Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. I'm going to try and get through another Horde night today, by the way, Plex. So, I'm hoping for two more streams today. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Nice. Time to go vroom vroom. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Oh, nice. Congrats. Early congrats, Plex. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It'd be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. What's in a name? It doesn't change anything. And there I was thinking I was special. I'm gonna say what's in a name? It doesn't change anything. Well, I think a name can mean a lot, and I imagine it would be terrible to have people call you something which didn't feel right. At any rate, assuming all this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ashians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh. Did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Who is this? Ricky Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arkil, Airwell. We're sorry, Master Moran. Aren't you? The Warrior of Darkness? My name's Ricky Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a Warrior of Light. That seems familiar. I think I had this similar conversation with a certain Doman kid back in A Realm Reborn. I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium, no in all of Norvrant. When I told Arkil and Airwell this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. Huh? They're talking about an asteroid striking? Aren't they always talking about asteroids coming our way? This place is so big and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. I mean, as it gets closer and closer, I'm gonna assume it's gonna have a higher percentage chance. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may have proved a little difficult for one so young, but Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rickettio to Spagirix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Chirurgians at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finished here, so we'll come with you. What's the first phase? Last one, the Spagirix is a rotten egg. I'll go, but only for a little while. I don't have time for this. Last one there's a rotten egg. I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're going to be the rotten egg. I'm going to teleport. Of course everyone's going to be there, because they're going to automatically spawn over there. Oh, okay, so basically we're in the info gathering phase. Basically wait till the whites of the asteroid dies. Well, now, what to do? What do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? No, I did not hear that. How do they manage that? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine. That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. You'd have to explain more than just those two words. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe, the artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life, and younglings like you who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see, and so difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Well, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you to pursue it. We all work hard. The day will come when our Chirurgians may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. Not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with the task. Ah, okay. Interesting. I placed an order at XIV for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Ooh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. Why such an abundance of energy, though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at XIV, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you, as the one who suggested this course to Ricky Tio would assist in her first steps. Sounds good to me. Help me babysit Alphino. What about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Ricky. We'll wait for you here, Warrior Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Rena and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Fun. More babysitting. There's a little slow part before it gets busy again in the story. You know, you gotta fluff it a little bit. We're going down here. What will be the closest one to it? I guess it's over here. Interesting. That sounds pretty busy. Oh, do I have to go upstairs? No. Or is it underneath? This is part of the reason why I hate the Crystarium. It's so confusing. I guess I gotta go all the way over here. My sprint's burnt. Alright. I should make it so that you can endlessly sprint while in town. If you can't ride your mount in town, you should be able to sprint endlessly. It is pretty good, close to first. It keeps me busy. I like the story. That's why I wanted to share it. I will be doing Doom Dark Ages, though, soon. A few months. If it isn't the Warrior Darkness himself, may I assume you are with Master Alphino. I love story. Don't get me wrong. It's like, that's what basically ties me to a lot of games, is its story. Right, lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. The undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Grape-flavored medicine? Oh, the infamous grapes. Did they fix... Nope, they left them the same. The infamous grapes. Oh, that's hilarious. There's a big stink about the fact that the graphics for the grapes were really, really bad. Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. But don't get me wrong, I'm not really a fan of the story for Doom as it's been recently. They're all trying to tie it together, but I do love the basic mayhem, and the music's pretty damn good too. You picked this many already? Amazing. Like, I just remember when I was playing Doom Eternal, I was like pumped when I had the music going. Of course, I was also frustrated extremely because of some of the mechanics they threw in there. And they say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? Can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Ricky, what made you want to become an apothecary and Warrior of Light? Why, well... A while ago, I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass, giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing or if there was anything else I could do. And not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a Warrior of Light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought that's the same as what I wanted to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Ricky Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. It will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. For his own ends, of course. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for us all when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvrand has become as a home to us, and her people our own. Well, I mean, technically, they're shards of your soul. Let us return to Spagirix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. I got more questions to answer. Yay! Can I get back to the hacking and slashing, please? I like to spank out some more dungeons and go ahead and knock down some more story. I got more baddies to take down. I got Doom Syndrome. I want to rip and tear. Oh, there was another entrance over here? Please tell me it's an entrance in that blocked way. Oh, thank goodness. I think we're under 30 missions now for the post to get to Endwalker. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Ricky Tio a little taste. Oh, taste of medicine? That's kind of messed up. Alright, let's check and see where I'm at on the story right now. Come on, load up. Why are you being so slow? There we go. We are on Heroic Dreams. So 10, 20, 6. Yep, we're at 29 missions now. Spell speed and direct, skill speed direct, spell speed and piety. I think we're gonna go get the silver pieces. Warrior of Darkness, if you finish helping Riki, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with, vampire bats. The guards say they become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chesamil kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone, follow me. Alce, wait just a... come on then, children. I'll try my best not to swing and turn them into a fine mist in one hit. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood, and originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesamil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you're like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes, well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Hero. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. We're gonna go north first. Ah, so I'm not spattering them as hard as I thought they were gonna get spattered. Good God, they're all over the place. Ooh, I got 2 vampire bats this time. I wouldn't like it if you did not continue to heal yourself off of my blood. It's supposed to be the other way around. Beaten summarily. Well fought, hero. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally, may I see your fangs for good measure? Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. Five, 6, 7. 7 fangs from Alisei. Which means that victory goes to Alisei. Hero collected 4. Ha, I did it. I bested Hero. And another God's damned life. You didn't even try, did you? And there I was taking it seriously. Spare me your pity next time, will you? So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. I want to be just like him. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Hero, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough, and you'll be strong too. You don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Ardbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ardbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkiel? Me, to be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together. It's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Uh-oh. I think he's actually one of them. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. Then when we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior Darkness. We'll never forget it. I understand how Arkeel feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days of Amarat burning. It filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ashian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Rena and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, and we'll see to it that their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. Are you alright? It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. Same thing that happened to Urian J when he was walking on the water. As you ponder Alisaie's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. It's telling me to go back to the Crystarium. I gotta go up. My bags are starting to fill up more. Can you just run up this? Nope. But you can use it to vault off of. I would not be a fan of this spot. In real life, I'd be scared shitless. Strength. Oh, if I can get through a few dungeons, or I can get through a few quests, I can get dungeons. Uh-oh.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
Again, Arbor, all he has to do is push me off, and it's game over. On behalf of the Convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us, at times you will stand against us, all that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Give back Ardbert's body. Why must you embroil the people in your plans? What are you plotting? Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you, body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
Hithlodius called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Haha, perfect timing. Dude, you are glowing.
But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Oh.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
More of his body is crystallizing.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said,
You know, I kind of wish you can get that as kind of like a body modification. Have crystal scarring. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's-forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details from Reen. Ooh, Crystarium gear. Gotta figure out what I want to get. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to Spagirix. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Chirurgians are looking after him now, and Alphinaud's standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the XIV told me where to look. I see I cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spagirix. Ole! Nope. The docile gate, that's what it is. Okay. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's aether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all this happened without warning. Not exactly. You'll doubtless recall the time Orion nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul is weakened further. Time grows short, we must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, hero, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to our laying bare at Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I've learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know that sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Orion too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beck Lug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are to your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find Orion. Well, all being well, we will all have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, hero. Thank you. See, actually, it'd be kind of cool if you took the pike version of this axe, like the spear portion, and you put the blade of Ardbert's and make it a double fan blade, so make it a double axe with the pike. I think that would be a really awesome looking weapon. Alright, so we're going to the Rising Stone. So we're going to Mordona. I still has yet to have an actual like axe weapon that I really like, other than the one that I got from crafting from Titan. One of the best weapons actually is the one of the relic weapons from the Paladin, which I'd have to work on. That would take a while, though. Hero, what excellent, awful timing. You see our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Kral's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me, I call myself a receptionist and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. About the same issue. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure that there are no problems at this end. You'd better talk to Kryl. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright?
Excuse us. This way.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to get a drink. Oh, what happened to it? Is it frozen? Oh, yeah, it's frozen. Darn it. Curses. I barely touched it, too. Frozen solid. Oh, well.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside. What news from the first? A lot of shit happened. I see work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. If they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul is weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in their ether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon. So if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself,
If we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. I think we're going to go ahead and get the fending one. And then we'll get the... healing or casting. I don't know. Food for the soul. Hero, could you spare a moment? While Kral goes and finds this expert of hers, there's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see, and since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, I'd better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. We're gonna make food for them. Apparently. Fly. Oh, I gotta go up. There you are, Hero. As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Krile, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. You just noticed that she was wearing a little chef outfit. Pardon me, I had to sneeze. There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. Oh, is that Archon loaf? It's bread. Smells great. Your cake looks like bread. Smells great. Doesn't it just? It's called Archon loaf, in case you're wondering, and it's what they eat over in Charlian. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Krile tells me it's a good source of ether, so it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Krile, and if it isn't Rambros too. I trust you require no introductions either, Hero. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess, I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain Allegan technologies. I have been keeping Rambros surprised of events in the first. Suffice it to say he knows all about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement, memory transference was the sole province of Allegan royalty, its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am, the answer being rather brazenly to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Oh, really? Sure. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remain behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say this is to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to holding nothing back? That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Well, there you have it, Hero. If you would be so good as to see Rambrose's message and Tataro's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Sure thing, I'll be the errand boy. Kryl, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure everything's as it should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambrose. As a fellow Charlian, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rollenberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. I see. Oh no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataro, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charlian, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. Yet for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it is all too familiar. Ah, how it takes me back. If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Well, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Hero, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Heard. Back to the Crystarium. Escort me to the ocular, good guard. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? By the 12, Archon loaf. However did you come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Charlian. Tataru. Rambrose said that, did he? Huh. His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament, so I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the Red.
Yes. A gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events, to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Well enough, though time is not on our side. I'm sorry, but things have taken a turn for the worst. I'm gonna have to tell it to him straight.
Oh dear. Then we must redouble our efforts. Not that we've ever stinted in that regard.
This would seem an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Tell me you've made some progress.
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegans' mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes, so far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Although not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
How apt.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
Sorry, I was eating a York peppermint patty. Prissy galore, huh? Seems kind of weird to just walk out. I don't say a word. Hast thou a moment, hero? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties. Yet if Becklug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbur, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century, our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. We're gonna go for the healing one. Faded memories. Right then, while the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so, and there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Y'shtola should not be left alone at a niter. Might I trouble you to visit her, hero? See that all is well. I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. Count on me. My thanks. You may leave the Ascians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yulmore. And when Y'shtola has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for a niter, I suggest you go via Venmont Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait, I have a gift for you from Tataru. I have a delivery from the source, Kupo, courtesy of one Tataru Taro. I have to do that. You're a long way from home, Moogle, and this is from Tataru, is it? Whatever could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest. Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world. May I try some? You're not gonna like it. Mayest thou, child, thou must. That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Though it really darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alphino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that? What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. Right, let's really be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. He got lost in thought, contemplating himself. Oh yeah, I can't fly here. Whoopsies. Venmont Yards. Alright, so we are going the right. If I can get close enough. Hey, Lefty, you showed up. If I get close enough to it, I can get to the next dungeon and trial combination really soon. It probably wouldn't be in this one. I'll probably save it for the next stream. Oh, if it ain't the Warrior of Darkness himself. What brings you to these parts? I need a boat. Heading out to sea, eh? But of course you'd be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll already a boat. Yes, travel to a niter. I think Y'shtola's gonna be passed out. Yep.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Yep. Reviewing the records yet again, really? You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication to your duty verges on obsession. To think some thought you ill-suited for the role, how wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside the window, my friend. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. Ah, it swells within me, empowers me, Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so?
Uh-oh.
I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure.
Axe to axe, mine's better.
I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
I got a perfect seat for you. It's the tip of my axe. Ah, faded memories takes me to a... We're back in Amarat. You're familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Amarat. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. Enough of this. I tire of your games. You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy and you mine. Our goals are in conflict and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, who would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it, then. Very well. Let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. Oh, shit. But do not imagine I crave remorse, only justice. Can I not talk to them? Nope. It looks so weird being super tiny in a big area. Oh shit. course, Y'shtola was the last one. All too easy, I see, but at least you now understand the rules. Thus will we make our way to the capital. That was in poor taste even for you, or are you trying to unnerve me? That was in poor taste. That appearances should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way. Sparing nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. Urian J, Thancred, Mombrita, Sid, Biggs and Wedge. I took down Narrow first. Oh, he resisted my stun. Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Save the coward for last. It seems it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you, or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. No, I have dealt with countless heroes, and always it ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences, will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I could but put faith in my own beliefs and fight for them with all my being. You're wrong. We can always strive for understanding, for compromise. It seems there's nothing for it but for us to fight. Now we could try to find compromise. How very naive. If you are willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all but admit that they are flawed. And I assure you that I have no intention of compromising on mine. Come what may, I will fulfill my mission as Elidibus. Oh, Hosherfont. I'm so glad you guys didn't make me fight Hosherfont. I forgot who it was that killed Hosherfont, but you're going down. I'm not letting you do anything else. The brothers. Oh, shit. Knee sail. I gotta go fight him again. I forgot his name. Dead dog. Yeah, there we go. My eyes aglow. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say that there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us. An irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my... Draw your weapon, wait for him to continue. Never mind. We are not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Conrad. They just disappear. Yep. It's Serena, Sadu, and them.
It is not able. The sun cannot be extinguished.
Oh, Gosetsu and Yatsu. Oh, you got me fighting these two now? Damn it. Pulled that a little too early.
I cannot fail. Not again.
Alright. You know who's gonna be the ending of it. It's gonna be Big Boy himself. Yep. I smack you down yet? My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Yeah, we would most undoubtedly be doing dungeon and trial after the next stream. Or for the next stream, I should say. But it won't be today. An impressive show of strength. But surely no more than a forestate of that which Emmett Selk's conqueror is capable. Foretaste. Such might requires a fairer measure. To compare like with like, yes. I shall just have to test you myself. Come on, hero. Show me what you can do. Fallen warrior Ardbert. As I said before, my axe is better than yours. I think everything is reset too now, so I can go balls to the wall on you. I already am fighting like I mean to take your head, bro. Damn it. Of course I ate some of that. I don't care. I'll get it right back. Arbert's gone anyways, so... I don't have to be nice to the body. Down for the count. I still had some more in the gas tank to take you out too.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished?
Yeah, you're still
My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see.
You okay, Stola?
Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal. The ancients created Zodiark to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiark would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiark's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation-building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
It has been an eventful morning, if indeed it is a morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at a niter have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I see, then let us make for Yulmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades, Elidibus's parting threat, not least of all. Ah, but forgive me, it would seem my belongings did not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from a niter. With luck, the ethereal stream we traverse still lingers. I won't be long. Are we doing a, meanwhile at the Hall of Doom? Nope. The crystal. Silky pudding, no. Crit hit and skill speed, no. So not sausage and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut. Determination and critical hit. Stuffed Highland cabbage could work. And herring pie could also work for Caster. Etched in the stars. A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like a tiny constellation of stars. Stars. Day 4th. Bring honor to the seat of... The distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind, a moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem. You notice something else glinting up ahead. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up to the actual dungeon and then we're going to call it quits. That should be about 2 hours. Probably a little bit more. More crystals. You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor, though they differ in color and decoration. Each is identical in shape. You focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends. Embraced by the earth and caressed by the wind, vibrant life flourishes. All is right in creation. There can be no greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people, no greater pride. May all know happiness now and forevermore. Ooh, piece of candy. There do not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, I see it. Your instincts serve you true and you discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be denied? Come what may, we must not surrender to despair. If we but hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might more remain to be found. I'll fly there faster. You soon discover 2 more crystals, rather too soon in fact, as if someone wanted you to find them. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamentations of my brethren, and soon there will be only silence. We will deliver our star from its doom, this we swear, so please dry your tears. Whatever awaits at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find it. Sure enough, your persistence is swiftly rewarded, this time with 3 crystals. The time has come, we shall rewrite the laws of creation, we shall save our star. From this life our Savior born, may I be worthy of the honor. I feel my soul turning, slowly but irrevocably, and the power I wield begins to seem terrible, but this is right, it is right. This is the convocation of 14. The tale of the crystal's weave seemed to near its end, but it isn't over yet. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12th crystal soon revealed itself to your questing eye. Though salvation is ours, it came at great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray. To pray that we will one day meet again beneath the blue sky. Judging by its testimony, it would seem that the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, another glint catches your eye. Oh, I see it. It's almost weird that we didn't see these earlier. Well, well, we meet again, my new old friend. The receptionist at the Bureau of the Secretariat, Hithlodius. How good of you to remember. I've seen you've been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They have constellations etched upon them, yes? I was right. High in the heavens, those stars shine their guiding light down upon the lives below. Fitting symbols for the convocation of 14, would you not agree? As you will have gathered, each crystal bears an account of the life of a member of the convocation as remembered by the Unsundered. Lest you worry, they aren't concepts. They are far too incomplete to be so, but they suffice for imbuing memories within sundered souls that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I'm sure Emmett Selk wouldn't mind. Well, I mean, he's gone now. So how fare you of late? Are you feuding with Elidibus this time, I believe? Yeah, we feud. We play in the feud. I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so, long departed as I am. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you lived. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emmett Selk? The promise to remember. It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. To one who has lived a life such as yours, I can well imagine how Elidibus's existence might seem hollow, how empty his single-minded pursuit of a half-forgotten cause must appear. But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. Well, that is quite enough talk about Elidibus. I would see if you can reunite the wayward stars. I mentioned before that there was a member of the Convocation who opposed Zodiark summoning and defected, one whose office was left vacant. Defectors having been deemed unworthy of commemoration, no crystal exists for the individual in question. Or shouldn't exist at any rate, and wouldn't, had a friend not created one in secret. A crystal bearing the forgotten name of his office, along with the magic of his own conceiving, a singular incantation embodying his spirit. Among all the offices, the 14th was most unusual. For a while, the rest sat in Amarat. Its holder was charged with gaining an intimate knowledge of the wider world. In the course of his duty, he traveled the length and breadth of every land and befriended countless folk. He encountered troubles too, of course, matters which he could simply have referred to the convocation, but that was not his way. Nay, more often than not, he would call upon his comrades and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed within that crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In time of greatest need, should you wish upon it and with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. Oh, there's no need for thanks, but nor will I hear any complaints about it either. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition or by the will of my Creator. And he's gone again. He pulled a Batman!
I was wondering where you'd disappeared to. Is something troubling you? No? Very well.
I got my own secrets, Y'shtola.
I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Ah, fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea had we the luxury of time. We're getting rained on, though. Well, we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not be deterred from his course. And nor would I were I him, not if it meant forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Emmett Selk sought to find common ground with us for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course, but one must always try. Emmett Selk understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might reconsider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may all be for naught, you of all people know that there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. Highland Cabbage. The Converging Light. Blech. Right, no more amusing. We have taken far too long as it is. Our friends await us in Yulmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them. Time to go to Yulmore. We are back in Yulmore. It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait. We're gonna talk with Shinuz.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Oh, I have capable friends, my lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elidibus has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the Wandering Heart of Zodiac, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Masked Ascians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Norvrent. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
Uh-oh.
Another star shower.
Wait, is that... Amaranth?
Did you hear that? That voice calling out?
No, I didn't hear anything, but... why do I feel so... like I've lost something dear to me?
Does Elidibus seek to awaken more people to the Echo with clearer visions of the final days?
And who might you be?
That's bad.
Whoever they are, they've come for our heads! No, you don't!
They are not of flesh and blood.
I know this magic. The rings are like unto those that the Exarch did employ in our summoning.
Are you saying the Exarch is summoning them?
Nay, yet the similarity can be no mere coincidence.
So are we technically killing people?
Should we make a stand here, or retreat to the Crystarium?
The ether churns around us. More of them will appear ere long. To stay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Wait! Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizens of Yulnor chose well.
It's settled then. To the airship!
The Hero's Gauntlet. Alright. We've gotten to the point. And now we have... The weather has changed again. It's now stuck in Star Shower. But we will do the dungeon and the other subsequent quests on another time. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 134 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber, keep up with the content. Comment down below, tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay, then no spoilers, please. And I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate anyone who watches, likes, comments, subscribes, all that jazz. You guys are what the channel was made for. And I also love sharing these stories with y'all. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.